Ustad Karim, Haji Salim, and Master Yunus. 50 years of combined experience between them. One shared dream. Their mission: to build a 40-foot vessel strong enough to carry lives and livelihoods across dangerous waters. Ustad Karim begins with what all great creations require: a vision drawn from decades of accumulated wisdom and knowledge. Every measurement matters. 40 feet long, 12 wide, 6 deep. Dimensions perfected. Each craftsman contributes his expertise, debating angles, curves, and load distribution with the intensity of master architects. Haji Salim knows that a boat's strength begins with selection. Only the finest cedar, teak, and shisham will survive. A master can hear weakness in wood. The hollow tap reveals cracks invisible to untrained eyes and hands. There is no compromise in materials. Lives will depend on these choices when storms rise and currents strengthen. Master Yunus translates design into reality, marking each plank with precision that allows no margin for careless error.
The ancient rhythm of the two-man saw, a dance of coordination where experience replaces the need for words. Each piece has its destined place in the vessel: base, sides, supports, a wooden puzzle awaiting expert assembly. Smoothness ensures strength. Rough joints leak water and weaken structure. Smooth ones create seamless, unified integrity and protection. A craftsman's palm can detect flaws finer than sandpaper. Touch becomes the ultimate test of quality and readiness. The foundation begins. 6 feet of hull depth starts here, where weight and water pressure will test craftsmanship daily. Traditional joints predate modern nails. Wood speaks to wood, locking together in bonds that grow stronger with water exposure. The hull base stands complete, 6 feet deep, perfectly level, ready to support tons of weight safely. Now the side walls begin. Planks are gently heated over fire, making the rigid wood flexible and bendable. The master's eye catches what others miss: a slight gap, a weak nail, a joint requiring reinforcement and care. The foundation stands complete, 6 feet of carefully layered strength, ready to support walls, cargo, and countless river crossings. Haji Salim measures constantly from both sides, ensuring perfect balance. Even 1 inch of difference could spell disaster. Fire softens what time hardened. Heat makes wood bend without breaking, yielding to shape while maintaining structural integrity. This moment demands perfect timing. Too hot and wood burn, too cool and it cracks. Just right and magic happens. Each plank is secured with dozens of strong nails, creating a wall that will withstand waves and weather. Balance demands precision. 12 feet must remain 12 feet from bow to stern, or the boat will list dangerously in water. Length reveals itself majestically. 40 feet of crafted timber promising passage, commerce, connection between rivers' separated shores and communities.
Seamless means watertight. Each junction must be so perfect that water cannot find entry, even at molecular levels. Every beam and frame is tested by hand. If it moves even slightly, it's reinforced until solid. Hundreds of strong iron nails are hammered throughout the boat, each one adding security and permanent strength. Every angle calculated by experience. Supports must fit perfectly or stress concentrates, weakens, and eventually leads to catastrophic failure. The entire bottom receives extra thick layers of resin, as this part stays constantly submerged in water. Protective oils are brushed over every surface, sealing the wood against water damage and extending the boat's lifespan. With waterproofing complete, the boat's shell is now protected. Not a single drop of water will penetrate inside. Inside, a smooth wooden floor is installed, creating a stable surface for passengers and cargo to rest.
Size matters in securing. Thin nails for delicate joints, thick spikes for heavy connections, each chosen with deliberate technical purpose. Nailing is art form. Too forceful splits wood, too gentle leaves loose connections. Experience finds the perfect middle path.
Each nail represents decision point, placement, angle, depth. Hundreds of choices combining into... Traditional resin requires patience, heated slowly until consistency perfect. Too thin runs wastefully, too thick won't penetrate properly.
Bottom receives extra protection. This surface faces constant water pressure, abrasion from river bottom, and potential puncture from debris.
Resin doesn't just coat, it penetrates, bonds, becomes inseparable from wood itself, creating hybrid material superior to either component.
Oil feeds wood's thirst, preserving flexibility, preventing cracks from sun exposure, maintaining timber's living quality despite harsh river environment. Working together, the three craftsmen paint every section, their teamwork making quick progress on the 40-foot length. Passengers need solid footing. Smooth floors prevent trips, facilitate cargo handling, and demonstrate craftsmanship visible to every river traveler. A second coat deepens the color and adds extra protection, creating a glossy finish that water slides off. The interior receives a lighter coating, protecting the wood while keeping the space bright and welcoming for passengers. Comfort matters on long crossings, benches designed for hours of sitting, backs angled to reduce fatigue without compromising essential stability. Benches must endure decades, supporting weight, resisting moisture, remaining firmly attached despite constant vibration from river travel and weather. Details separate good from great. Smooth edges prevent torn clothing and injured hands, showing respect for future passengers and users.
Smoothness serves multiple purposes. Aesthetics please eye, but more importantly, smooth surfaces.
Tactile inspection reveals invisible flaws, fingertips detecting roughness, bumps, splinters that eyes might miss in changing river light conditions.
Paint is final armor, protecting against sun's bleaching rays, water's persistent invasion, and biological growth that degrades untreated timber.
The entire community helps push the boat toward the river, rolling slowly on wooden logs in ancient tradition. Ustad Karim circles slowly, checking the waterline carefully. Not one drop should enter. Perfect seal is essential now.
Underwater, the joints remain perfectly sealed. The resin and oil work flawlessly, keeping water completely outside the hull.
Patience between coats prevents peeling. Rushing creates bubbles and poor adhesion. Patience creates finish lasting years under harsh conditions. Multiple coats multiply protection. Each layer fills microscopic gaps previous coat missed, creating impermeable shield against environmental assault constantly. Decoration celebrates completion. Traditional patterns honor cultural heritage, distinguish this vessel from others, and mark craftsmen's pride in achievement. Minor seepage is normal initially. Wood swells as it absorbs water, naturally tightening joints within hours of first immersion. Turning tests prove excellent maneuverability. The boat responds quickly while keeping cargo and passengers completely stable and secure.
Pumping is maintenance, not failure. All wooden boats require minor pumping initially as wood adjusts to constant immersion state.
Gradual loading reveals true capacity. Weight added incrementally. Waterline monitored constantly.
Proper displacement confirmed. Cargo weight causes appropriate draft increase without approaching dangerous freeboard reduction limits or instability signs.
Human cargo matters most. Lives depend on stability when passengers move, shift weight, or react to sudden conditions on river. Propulsion test reveals handling, responsive steering, efficient forward movement, and ability to maintain course against current. Agility proves essential. Narrow channels, crowded landings, and emergency maneuvers require boat respond quickly to rowers' commands and intentions. Current reveals efficiency. Hull shape either cuts cleanly through resistance or fights wastefully, exhausting rowers on every upstream journey.
Tracking ability saves energy. Boat holding line with minimal steering lets rowers rest, while current provides motive power downstream naturally.
Docking precision essential. Crowded river landings demand exact control, preventing collisions with other boats or costly infrastructure damage and injuries.
Capacity limits must be respected. Overloading sacrifices safety margin needed when unexpected waves, wakes, or weather arrive suddenly on river. Capacity limits must be respected. Overloading sacrifices safety margin needed when unexpected waves, wakes, or weather arrive suddenly on river.
Wake tolerance proves critical. Commercial rivers carry large boats, creating substantial wakes that small vessels must handle routinely and safely.
Extended testing reveals truth. Leaks appear over time, structural weaknesses manifest under sustained stress. Dry bilge indicates success. Minimal seepage confirm resin, caulking, and tight joinery performing exactly as generations of tradition promised. Success belongs to community. These craftsmen built not just boat, but renewed confidence in traditional skills and local capability. Journey complete. Mission beginning. What took months to build will serve years. These hands hold centuries, skills passed father to son, preserved despite modern alternatives.
3 men, 1 vision. Different ages, unified purpose, complementary skills combining into achievement greater than individual capability allows separately.
Design validated by reality. Theories tested in calm workshops, now proven in dynamic river environment with lives and livelihoods depending.
One boat among many, yet unique. Built with care, launched with hope, serving